What to do in Scotland? Yeah. So one of the requirements and the reasons that the university didn't ask any students to put in any money for this trip is that there were two kind of real requirements that we wanted, and one was that you paid for your meals while you're in Scotland, and that you really devoted your money to see shows and dance companies and theater shows and music. So this is the largest performance festival of the world. So you do not want to leave here not having seen things and not having participated in the things that you see. One nice thing about the venue that we're in is the venue has a performer's special not discount, but just a special perk of being in the venue is that there's a standing room ability, so that you can go to all of the shows in the venue for free if there is an open seat. They will give you a free ticket to that venue, and I think that's fantastic because it helps us with audience. And when you go to somebody else's show in the venue, you can invite them to your show. And sometimes that is a good way to build buzz and to build camaraderie with that. So I would say really focus on, because it saves you money, focus on the shows in the venue, but also pay attention to what shows are really getting strong reviews. I'll keep you all up to date too of things we see, things that get 5-star reviews, things that are also in the international festival that are kind of not to miss. I've seen some of the best theater in the world with top people like Fiona Shaw on stage doing The Seagull, and it was just absolutely amazing. Yeah. There's also museums while you're in Scotland that you should pay attention to. Some of them are free. Yeah, there's great and important art there. St. Giles Cathedral is also there. It's even been in the news twice because when Queen Elizabeth II died, her funeral was done in St. Giles in Scotland. And Prince Charles III just was given the Scottish royal jewels. So as he became the new king for Scotland after his coronation. So St. Giles Cathedral, you will walk by the Scott Monument most days. You might see that in Edinburgh. He was a poet, so it's probably the largest monument devoted to a writer. Yeah. Princess Park is amazing in Scotland. It is just at the base of the castle, and it's on Princess Street, and it's a wonderful park to walk through, and there's just wonderful things happening. Sometimes there's even like the carnival rides, a Ferris wheel, things like that inside the park that are really just kind of nice and lovely. So I would say don't miss Princess Park. You can climb King Arthur's Seat. That is the highest place. It's a wonderful climb, and it's a wonderful place to get to the top to take in the views of Edinburgh, to see that. Not a hard climb. Also, you can visit the Edinburgh Castle. At the castle every night in the summer, there is what's called the Military Tattoo, and it is a music festival of bagpipers and marching and kilts, and it's just kind of wonderful to see that. And at first I was like, I don't know that I want to see that, but I was really moved by it, especially when you see that lone bagpiper with the castle in the background, playing things like Auld Lang Syne. It just kind of makes sense. Yeah. On the other side of the mall, there's Holyrood Castle, and that's wonderful to also go into to learn more about the royal history of Scotland. Princess Street at the bottom also has lots of really fantastic, sometimes some very old department stores, some of the first department stores that are around. So really just wonderful places to go and to shop. And there's just usually a lot of bustling around. St. George's Square also has some great boutiques in Scotland, some great places to do some shopping. Other things that are cool that are free, the cemeteries are fantastic. I think some of the cemeteries are just wonderful to kind of walk through. There's ghost tours that happen in Scotland for those of you that want to walk through alleyways at night with a tour group and hear about ghost stories. So those things happen too. For anyone who's a golf fanatic, so we've only faculty in the past, I think, have done this. It's a day trip to get to. Golf fanatics might do a pilgrimage to St. Andrews, and that's where golf was invented. So Scotland is known for golfing. Yeah. Other things you'll encounter is the Royal Mile. We will be doing busking on the Royal Mile, so that will be fun and ways to kind of engage. And then there also know that there are other festivals that go on. The film festival will be going on towards the last part of that we're there. The book festival will go on, the international festival, again, not to miss. There's other places like the Grass Market, the Haymarket, the Meadows. Pubs are really cool in Edinburgh. British, in the US we call it a bar. In Scotland they call it a pub. Most Scottish people will have their adopted pub or what they call their local, and that's the place. Usually it's close to their house, and a place where they can go. They can meet other people. They can have a pint. They can drink. Yeah.